Hey family, it's Ray, and I'm back with another word. I pray that you guys have been blessed and that this word finds you in good spirits. So this word comes from a dream that I had on May 29th of this year, 2024. The title of this word is, They Dishonored You, Their Help. They will come to make peace. And this word came from a dream, like I said. And in the dream, I couldn't remember all the details. I just remembered I kept seeing the number 4667 throughout the dream. And it was like it was being repeated to me, for me to grasp hold of. So once I woke up, I looked up 4667 in Strong's, which led me to two scriptures. It's two different, passages, but they're both the same, saying the same things. And they were 2 Samuel chapter 10 verses 1 through 6 and 1 Chronicles 19 verse 2 through 5. So when I looked up 4667 in Strong's Hebrew, it means hip or buttock. Okay, as I read the scripture that I was led to, and I'm gonna go off of 2 Samuel. So when I read that, the Lord just started speaking to me, and this is the message that he gave to me. Well, I'll read the scripture first. So 2 Samuel 1 through 6. It happened after this that the king of the people of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his place. Then David said, I will show kindness to Hanun the son of Nahash, as his father showed kindness to me. So David sent by the hand of his servants to comfort him concerning his father. And David's servants came into the land of the people of Ammon, and the princes of the people of Ammon said to Hanun their lord, Do you think that David really honors your father because he sent comforters to you? Has David not rather sent his servants to you to search the city, to spy it out, and to overthrow it? Therefore Hanun took David's servants, shaved off half their beards, cut off their garments in the middle at their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, Wait at Jericho until your beards have grown, and then return. When the people of Ammon saw that they had made themselves repulsive to David, the people of Ammon sent and hired the Syrians of Beth-rehob and the Syrians of Zobah, 20,000 foot soldiers, and from the king of Maacah 1,000 men, and from Ishtab 12,000 men. So I'll start right there. But if this word is for you, go ahead and read that entire chapter, and the Lord spoke to me through the entire thing, but I just wanted to start with that as a basis so that you understand what the Lord is speaking to me. So I'm gonna get into the message. So the Father sent you into someone's life as a blessing, as a helper, a comforter in their time of trouble, hardship, loneliness, etc. Okay, so in that scripture it said King David sent his servant to comfort him in a hard time, which was after his father's passing. Okay, so the Lord sent you in someone's life as a blessing or as a helper to them in their time of need, in their time of trouble, in their time of hardship, to comfort them in their time of loneliness. And just as Hanun was the servant of King David, you went in obedience as a servant of the King of Kings, our Father. When you came, these people rejected you, the blessing, and instead they dishonored you, just as they did the servants sent by David. They shamed them and humiliated them by cutting holes in their garments and leaving them exposed. For some people, they stripped you of something, okay? We know that, nakedness is a form of shame, is a form of like disgrace and dishonor. Again, being exposed, if you don't have clothes to cover you up, it's exposure, right? May have left you in a place of vulnerability, in a place of attack, humiliation, things like that. So just like they did them, they shamed them and humiliated them by cutting holes in their garments and leaving them exposed. For some people, like I said, they stripped you of something. The Lord placed you in a place of safety, like David did his servants. He hid them until their beards grew back. He hid their shame and embarrassment and humiliation, and he waited for their hair to grow so as for them no longer to be naked and exposed anymore. And so the Lord hid you in a place of safety while building you up again, repairing and restoring your courage, confidence, strength, and anything else that was stripped from you. Some have even had influences around them that corrupted their view of you. For some of them, it was other people, like literally other people in their ears, putting things in their hearts and minds about you. For other people, it was them being a vessel for the enemy to attack you. But they've had some type of influence around them, just like the king did when they saw the servants enter into the land. The king had people in his ear insinuating that these people were spies. They're not here to bless you. These people are spies. They're here to overthrow you, right? So in the meantime, these people have come to a realization of what they've done and to whom. So now they see who you are and who sent you. They've come stricken with fear, and the paranoia is causing them to feel like something bad is headed their way. They're trying to prepare, or have tried to prepare, to take precautionary measures. Not that they have repented. Instead of repenting and humbling themselves, they actually girded themselves up and teamed up with other people to protect themselves from the consequences or being held accountable instead of repenting. So now they girded up to further protect themselves, in a sense, like to to keep themselves covered up, or to get away with what they've done. They didn't want to be held accountable. They didn't want to be found out. They were scared of the consequence that came with their action once they realized who sent you, just like it was for them once they realized that they were repulsive, said they were repulsive in the sight of David. Okay, so instead of repenting and humbling themselves and asking for forgiveness or whatever the case may be, they decided to further, fight and protect themselves, trying to ensure their lives were spared if the consequences came, or if conflict came. And so that's what people are doing or have done already. And so now they are or have received judgment, and some people's judgment has been used as an example to others. And that comes from, as I read further down, okay, chapter 10, verse 11 through 14. Then he said, if the Syrians are too strong for me, then you shall help me. But if the people of Ammon are too strong for you, then I will come and help you. Be of good courage, and let us be strong for our people and for the cities of our God. And may the Lord do what is good in his sight. Joab and the people who were with him drew near for the battle against the Syrians, and they fled before him. When the people of Ammon saw that the Syrians were fleeing, they also fled before Abishai and entered the city. So Joab returned from the people of Ammon and went to Jerusalem. And I'm going to skip down to verse 18 through 19. So this is now another attack after Joab returned. And it says, then the Syrians fled from Israel, and David killed 700 charioteers and 40,000 horsemen of the Syrians, and struck Shobach, the commander of their army, who died there. And when all the kings who were servants to Hadadezer saw that they were defeated by Israel, they made peace with Israel and served them. So the Syrians were afraid to help the people of Ammon anymore. So now that they're getting their judgment, it may be the leader, it may be certain people, and maybe not every single person may not be getting judgment. Some people, the fear is their judgment, but there's an example being set, at least with, for some people, it could be the ringleaders. There's been some type of an example that has been set that has influenced the followers, that has influenced the people who were recruited, the army that was recruited, after they've seen that their own people, their own leaders that they have followed behind, that they've taken, sides with, that they've become allies with, to come against you, to attack you. Once they have seen that they have been defeated, and that even they, the leaders, could not stand against you, could not stand against God who was fighting for you, it's like they're coming to a realization, and now they're afraid. And the thing is that this is a lesson for them in life. This is a lesson for them moving forward, not just about you, but this is a lesson for them moving forward. It literally said, so the Syrians were afraid to help the people of Ammon anymore. It's just something that's teaching them to never do again. Now that they are or have received judgment, some people's judgment has been used as an example to others. Now all who rose against you are in fear, because they see the defeat of the army who rose against you, or even the leaders. So this has humbled them, or will humble them, and those leaders are being taken out, and those who remain have been or will be humbled and learned a valuable lesson. So humbled that they will come to serve or bless you. They are coming to make peace. As I was writing that, I was reminded of Proverbs 16, verse 7, when a man's ways pleases the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Okay, so that's the word. And so if this resonated with you, feel like this word is for you, I'll advise you to go read 2 Samuel chapter 10, but also the other one was 1 Chronicles 19. So if this word for you, just go meditate on that on your own, read it for yourself, and allow the Lord, give the Lord that time to minister to you, to speak to your spirit, and just to have that intimate time with him, to allow him to speak to you further, to give you clarity and confirmation about your individual situation. If you know anyone who you feel needs to hear this word, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also hit that notification bell so that you be notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word.